Hi Erik. How have the team recovered from yesterday, and is there anyone back? Do you expect anyone back for Sunday?
I can't say in this moment. We're working on to bring players back. We have seen yesterday Alicia Martinez. He had a good session now as well. There were also others on the pitch, like Rafa Varane, Victor Lindelof. They returned on the pitch, and yeah, we have to see how far they are, how far they are on Sunday. Tomorrow we have off. Saturday we have a training, and then we will see what we have.
You've obviously got the FA Cup looming large, and before that, the England squad announcements made on Tuesday. We've not seen Harry Maguire for a while. We've not seen Luke Shaw for even longer. What's the situation there? Are they going to be available for the Cup final? Are they going to be available for England at the Euros?
For England, I can't say. It's not up to me. But for the Cup final, we're working on. And I think Harry Maguire, I think it's a fair chance that he will be available. We plan him. Luke is more complicated. That is, in this moment, I don't think it's, let's say, it's a less chance that he will make it. But there is still a very small, reduced chance.
Are you able to elaborate on the setback? You're able to elaborate on the setback that you said he had recently?
Yeah, he had the setback, and now we have to find out how far he is.
Erik, the last two games, have Sofian Amrabat and Ahmad given you a selection problem for the FA Cup final? Because they've come from nowhere and both produced two really good performances.
Right, it's internal competition, and I think they perform well first. I think they're progressing across the season is very good from both, and now they deserve the chance. They took the chance, and yeah, that's a luxury problem, which is good, and that is actually what I need, what I was waiting for so long. Actually, I was waiting for a whole season. Such a luxury problem, and we need a squad to win both games.
Yesterday, Wolves released a statement about VAR saying they want to scrap it, and the Premier League are obviously going to vote on it. What is your view? Can you see a world without VAR, or do you think we're stuck with it and we've just got to try and make it better?
I don't think there is a way back, and so in principle it makes the football more fair. But there are some problems, and I think we have to find solutions for those problems. So we have to make improvements.
Hi, Erik. You mentioned the amount of potential you see in the squad. I wonder, going forward, especially in the summer, what do you think you need to change or add for the squad to reach that potential?
I know I have this in my back head, and my focus is we have 10 days, two very important games. So now the focus is on the two games.
Wayne Rooney was quite critical yesterday after the game about the squad in general, saying there needs to be an overhaul, you need to build around Bruno and the young players. Do you think that's quite unfair, especially considering the injuries you've had?
As I say, I look at the two games. That's important, and other issues will only distract us. We know what we are building on, and we have to keep this process going. But at the same time, we have to win games, and two very important games. And so all the focus, for me, from the team, has to be on those two games.
Erik, what do you make of Brighton specifically, and how important is a big finish to this Premier League campaign, especially in advance of this FA Cup final?
Most important is our game, and of course, again, it's a typical style of play. Brighton, I admired the way they approach the game, and it's a real challenge. So we're really looking forward. But it's up to us. It's up to us to get the right plan, to get the right execution, so to prepare the team in the best way we can, and then it's about the players to get the win.
No doubt about it, an up and down campaign for yourselves. What lessons have you specifically learned about yourself during this campaign?
I think also that I don't go into a reflection in this moment. My focus is, and that is the main, win those 2 games. And I think that is all the energy I have now has to be in those 2 games.
Neil. Erik, was the last 2 games, I know they lost against Arsenal, but still the performance was there. Did it give you, or did it show the belief that the players are still playing for you? Because often when there's a run of bad results, they say, oh, he's not playing for the manager. But that was an example that they were.
There was only one very poor performance, and so all the others, there was always a very good spirit. I would also almost say across the season, across all the problems we had, and I don't think I have to sum them up again. But we have had them. But the spirit in the team, the fighting spirit was always there. The dynamic was always there, and I think we had also some good performances, even when the best players were not available. And sometimes, but when all the best players are not available and you have to change so many things, the patterns are not there, and the routines are not there. Now lately, in the last 2 games, we are returning some players who progressed very well, came in the team, and the performance, as you say, we are good in the last 2 games.
And do you think it'll have been a good sort of learning curve in a way for some of the younger players? I mean, 3 of them, each of them scored against Newcastle, and it's been a tough season. But do you think that'll make them strong, having to sort of help out when maybe they might not otherwise have played?
Absolutely. So confidence is a great thing, and in this season we almost didn't get the turning point where you say, "Hey, now we can make a step through." I remember the Arsenal game where we played very good, and in the 87th minute I thought we win the game with the goal from Garnacho, and that could have given a big lift to the team. And with those belief and confidence, you build on in next games. But we never got this. But a game like yesterday, of course, this will help, and especially young players. And there were 3 very young players on the scoring list. It will give them a lot of confidence and belief going into the next game and games.
Time. Hi, Erik. We saw Marcus Rashford have a bit of a confrontation with a supporter yesterday before the game. The clip's been seen everywhere now. I'm just wondering if you can elaborate on what happened and how you think Marcus reacted. Was it fair enough for what was said? Do you want players to not react in that situation?
I have seen yesterday, I felt yesterday, there were 68,000 fans. So 3,000 fans from Newcastle. Maybe they were negative, they were disappointed, but the 68,000 fans, they were all very enthusiastic. They were very positive about the mood and the spirit and the vibe, the ambience in the stadium. So, which is very good, and what shows the strong bond we have between the team and the fans.
Carl.
Mr. Ten Hag, several weeks ago you said you had an idea what was behind all of the injuries this season. Do you have any further information or development on that idea that you could share with us?
No, I know, but I don't share this. It's not for now. It's also not important because we can't change this. The coming 10 days, it's about those 2 games.
The things that you can change would be for the future, and you intend to change things for the future?
That is for the future, and that is for across the summer, and not for now.
During pre-season, you said you were going to turn Manchester United into the best transition team in the world. Is that still your ambition?
I think we have players in our squad, and I mean in the transition, the attacking transition, we can play very good transitional football, and I think we showed on many occasions that we did this, that we are very quick, direct game, and we can set this up. And we can take a lot of benefit from it, and I think we have seen those patterns across the season.
But the defensive?
But I meant attacking transition. That is what I said.
Throughout the season, the ambition was attacking transition.
That is what I said. But of course, also other things. you have to be on top level, possession stuff, and that you keep the ball. And also, of course, defending. If you want to win games, it starts always. That is the foundation from every win is a good defense.